Facebook. I am now on YouTube and Facebook Live, trying to accommodate both sources here. We'll see how this goes. I normally do this on Instagram, so if you're normally my Instagram follower, you're going to have to come here on Facebook. Let's see what's going on here on YouTube. Is anyone there on YouTube? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or anything that you want to say in the chat. Because I'm trying to find everything. View on watch page. That's what I want. Okay. Oh, I got to mute this. Okay. Hey, Brendan and James and Bryson and Intel Warrior and whoever's watching me here live on Facebook. Let me know if you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to switch over to, I'm going to switch back to Instagram. Oh, we got a few people here on. Want to know who's watching a video? Swipe left to see your viewers. Okay, I'm swiping left. Video only mode. Swipe left to reveal comments. Oh my goodness, this is a new one for me. Okay, whatever. Marco. Hey there. Hi, Marco. Okay, good. We have somebody on Facebook. All right. So, hi, King Art and Milfman and James and Intel Warrior. I don't remember if I said hi to everyone already. My problem is how to know if she's satisfied. So, James, I guess we'll go into your question first. Hi, Aman. How do you know if she's satisfied? Well, ask her. Also, you could pay attention to the physical responses in her body. Like, you know, do you see her face flushing? Is it seem like she's enjoying herself? Is she smiling? Is she having an orgasm? That's a good way to find out. Just go ahead and ask. Thank you, Marco. King Art, how are you? Wild Weasel's here. Oh, everybody's in the house today. This is great. Okay, so I thought I would go through some of the comments in the last few days and weeks and questions. So get ready for this one. Oh, you're welcome, James. I'm always here. And by the way, if you guys are just watching later on, good morning, Oscar. Thank you. Make sure that you give this likes, and also you guys know all about my Patreon page. Same thing here on Facebook. My Patreon page is, right, let me see if I can, oh shoot, did I just do that? Okay, anyway, oh man, I'm sorry about that. My Patreon is patreon.com/KarenLee. Okay, is it wrong to be attracted to your first cousin? Okay, here's the deal with attraction. You can be attracted. Like, I had a guy writing to me that he's attracted to his mother-in-law. You can be attracted to your first cousin. You can be attracted to anybody. I mean, how could you stop yourself from an attraction or a fantasy? Acting on it, that's a different story. David, good morning. And thank you for the likes, King Art. Let's see. Peace be communicated to Sarah J. I love it. Okay. Thank you for that comment there, Marco. Hi, Mr. Piratebrain. How can a man tell when a woman is faking an orgasm? Wild Weasel asks. How can you tell? You actually, you know, drinking my protein drink, you actually can really not tell unless, okay, there's ways that you can tell. Like, physical ways it would be hard for her to fake, like contractions and all those kind of things in her vagina. But now a lot of people do fake it. I mean, I can't abide by it. I think you're training the person to do the wrong things to you if you're faking something, or you're just faking something to get it over with. So again, that's just not good for either one of you guys. Just be honest. Ew, Chiral. Remember, we're not going to act like that and say rude things on YouTube, Chiral. Remember, we had this discussion. Okay. Anyway, all right. So these are the things that Wild Weasel, I guess that's the answer to that question, right? What are the other questions? I can't tell when a woman is faking or okay. So you guys don't worry about if she's faking or not. The most important thing is that you have an honest, communicated relationship with her and talk to her and ask her if she's faking it, or ask her. Yeah, you can go ahead and ask her. Hi, Mark. How you doing? Oh my, yeah. Get ready for Facebook people. Get ready for everyone under the sun asking the weirdest comments and questions you've ever heard. Because that's what we're all here for, right? How rude is that? Well, I have had sex with her. Okay, Kyril, thank you for sharing that you had sex with your mother-in-law. Mr. Piratebrain, well, if she wants to fake it, I'm going to enjoy the acting skills. Okay, that's a good point. So, yeah, if somebody's faking it, maybe they're doing it for your benefit or whatever, and maybe it's a sex worker, maybe, I don't know. But, you know, if it was me, I wouldn't want to fake anything. I just think faking it doesn't help anyone in the long run. James, she tells me I'm doing fine, but I feel like I could do better. Why do you feel that way? And by the way, ask her further questions, like, is there anything else that you want to tell me? Or, you know, I noticed that you were acting, or some physical response that she had. And do you like it if I do more of this or that? You know, give her some options, and maybe she'll start coming up with some ideas of what else you can do to help her. If there's a problem, there might not be a problem. It's not that important. As long as she seems to be enjoying it and she tells you she's enjoying it, then most likely she's enjoying it. And unless there's a reason she'd be faking it, and I don't know that. Is shyness adorable or just fucking pathetic? How Blair you? Well, that's a new question. Okay, so I guess that depends on you. I mean, are you asking if you're shy? How Blair you? If that's adorable to some people, I think it is. And I think if it's something that bothers you about yourself, then try to overcome your shyness. I've given a lot of good tips on that over the years. You're welcome, James. Okay. Thank you, Mark. I'm amazing. Okay, glad to see we had 8 people here now on Facebook. Hey, Brett, how are you? So, yeah, I normally do this on Instagram, but I thought that's not fair to my Facebook people. But Facebook people go to YouTube, and YouTube go to Facebook, and both you guys go to Instagram, so we can connect on all levels and turn your notifications on, and then you won't miss any live streams. I'm not sure like what that says, Kyril. It's in Spanish, and I am not that great at reading Spanish. Although I saw a Latin concert yesterday, which was awesome. Hey, Debbie. Oh, we're getting a lot of people joining us here. Anyway, so where was I? I was going to, let's see. Let's see, Debbie wants to join as a guest. Okay. All right. Now I screwed something else up. I always do this. Oh, God. Why did I do that? Cancel. All right. There we go. You make me harder than Chinese algebra. Okay, thank you, Mark. All right, so this is what I was going to do. I was going to go through some of these questions and comments here. Oh, Wild Weasel. Is it wrong to tell a woman that the only thing that really matters anyway is that I had fun after you had sex and you caught her faking it? Oh, geez, Wild Weasel, enough with your fake machoism. We don't buy that, okay? I don't buy it. You're much more adorable as the Wild Weasel when you had good comments. Like, I know that you have it in you somewhere. When a woman fakes an orgasm, this is from MILFman, I think it's stupid because you are training your lover to be bad in the bedroom. Exactly. Because if a guy thinks you like what he is doing, he's going to keep doing it, which means bad sex. I know that MILFman knows his shit. Does anybody agree with MILFman? If you do, give it a like. And you guys give me hearts or likes or whatever it is on Facebook here. I forgot what's going on. Okay, let's see. I hate dancing. Does that make me unfuckable? No. How Blair you? What? Why would that make you unfuckable? Now, granted, a lot of people, I mean, I've heard people say that if you're bad on the dance floor, you might be bad in the bedroom. But I think that's all BS, and you know that. A quick question from King Art 70. If a man has a wife and his wife hugs her friend, is that like flirt? Wait, and his wife hugs her friend, is that like flirting or just a friendly hug? Okay, King Art, I've been doing a lot of reading and research and watching YouTube videos lately about the art of flirting. And personally, if it's your wife or if it's your girlfriend or if it's anybody, flirting is totally fine. It adds to the excitement of a relationship, because after a while you want to add like some of that excitement and curiosity and riskiness and all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and let her flirt. Who cares if it's a friendly hug or flirting? Be okay with that. Don't be jealous. Jealousy is a bad trait. It shows you're insecure. Oh, did I go on a rant about that? Sorry about that, King Art. But why were you asked that question? I'm guessing that you're concerned about your wife. James, how can I get over being jealous? The hardest part of our guys hitting on her. That is a good question. Don't be jealous. It's a compliment. You are the one going home with her. I mean, there is so many ways that's going to help your relationship. I can't even count them. It's great. If someone's hitting on your girlfriend, that means that she's attractive and she's sexy, and that doesn't mean that she's going to go fuck that guy. She's just going to go home with you and maybe fantasize about it or whatever, and that's cool too, because all those things add to the excitement of your sex, and it keeps it passionate and keeps it alive, and that's what human beings like about sex. This is all not just from me. I have been watching a lot of TED Talks on sexology, and it's why I'm just sharing the benefit of my knowledge with you, what I just learned recently actually about flirting and monogamish. You did the thumbs up thing. Thank you, David. Karen, my grandmother always said, when somebody shows you who they are, believe it. Mr. Piratebrain, what exactly do you mean? Are you saying that someone is flirting and that's a bad thing? Or, I mean, I totally agree. That's one of my favorite quotes from Maya Angelou is when someone tells you the true color.
Steve.
I thought I turned this on pause. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So you definitely want to believe that. Oh, shoot. Sorry about the Facebook. Oops. Okay, sorry about that. A little momentary. Oh, everybody left my Facebook. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I don't know. I'm just a technology moron sometimes. Let's see. Yeah, Maya Angelou. That's what I was talking about. Mr. Piratebrain, grandmoms is always right. Absolutely. Grandmothers know best. No, actually, sometimes they do. Good, I trust her, and thanks for the answer, King Art. Good, I'm glad that you trust her, and remember that flirting is awesome for your relationship. Some people just like to go to different places. Okay, 1 second. Okay, back to where I was. Oh, shoot. I am so sorry. This is out of control here. These people on Facebook are probably going to kill me. Sorry about that, Facebook people. Okay. Man, we got a lot of people on YouTube right now, and I'm happy to see that. Okay. I didn't even get to these crazy comments, by the way. But I'm glad we're talking about this. May is here. Good evening, folks. Women fake orgasms usually to save a guy's ego, just being honest. So, May, have you faked an orgasm? I have never. And I don't care about the guy's ego if it means I have to fake an orgasm that's not the right guy for me. There we go. That was my answer to that one. Let's see. Iraq. Hello. Let's see. How old are you? It's hard for me to talk about sex with my conservative mom. I love her, and we talk about everything else. So, if you want to learn about talking about sex with your mother, go to Sex Talk with My Mom, the podcast, or the YouTube channel, and you'll see, you are going to hear the funniest, craziest, uncomfortable stuff you'll ever hear between a mother and a son. Me and my stand-up comic son do a podcast called Sex Talk with My Mom. How Blair you? Please go there. Links are in the description box. I think you'll really enjoy that. Thank you for the likes over there, Mark and Debbie, if you're still on. I don't even know this. Okay. Let's see. Is it okay for me to flirt with other ladies? Well, as long as you're making it clear that you're just flirting, and you know what I'm saying? I think that maybe have a discussion with your wife or girlfriend or the person you're in a relationship with and explain what you guys are doing. You know, you're just having fun, you're flirting, you're doing it to help your relationship, and that no way in hell do you want that person, you know, having sex with your, you know, wife, or you don't want to have sex with her, or whatever it is, but just make sure that that you guys have understanding and understanding. Did I just say understanding? Oh my goodness. David, you didn't put on Instagram today. I know, because I'm doing Facebook. I'm doing Facebook Live with very little people here. So I actually may go to Instagram in a minute if I don't get more people on Facebook. I'm not even sure if this is still working. Okay. Yeah, we have 3 people on Facebook. Usually I have 25 people on Instagram or more, so I may end up switching over if we don't get a few more, but that's okay. Just, you know, experiment, learn, and pivot. That's my motto. Back to May. You'd have faked orgasm, May. Why? Why are you faking it? Just to get it over with, and you're in the middle of a one-night stand, and you really, you know, you just want to get out of there? Then you say, hey, okay, we're done. Just I enjoyed the process. You can explain to the guy you're with that even though you're not having a full orgasm, you're still enjoying it. But don't fake it. I actually did a video on 69 reasons you should never fake an orgasm. So go on YouTube after this live stream and check that one out. I gave you 69 really good reasons not to fake. Don't ever fake. Right, Debbie? May, let's work on that. James, you're looking great. And blue outfit. Oh, thank you. Hurt Locker. I tried to stinking load the vid, but it wouldn't until I reloaded my Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Hurt Locker. May. Let's see. Okay. Ari's here. Let's see. Okay, I will fantasize about your shoulders when I'm having sex later. Thank you, Eric. Actually, the reason that I feel like I have good shoulders has to do with plank pose and yoga. I do a lot of work on yoga for mind and body, in case anybody wanted it. Kyril is telling Eric that it's inappropriate. I feel fantasize. No, that's not inappropriate to say something like that. It's just inappropriate. When you want to hear inappropriate, I'm going to give you inappropriate. I'm going to stop the chat right now. All right, here's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But I wanted you guys to hear about this, a few of these people on YouTube. So, this guy was talking about why women secretly hate to be cuckolded and men like it, which is really crazy. So I'm going to say goodbye to the people on Facebook because there's only 1% on right now, and I'm going to do it on Instagram. So hang in there, YouTube people. Okay, so what I was going to say was that this guy Daniel says you will never, because pretty much all women secretly hate being cuckolded. So that was in response to the video we did about cuckolding. But then, and he wrote some other stuff, women are too emotional to enjoy being cucked, and they certainly won't speak about it to a stranger on a radio. Then he responded to someone else saying, and I'm assuming it was in regards to me, that's nasty. She hit the wall a long time ago. That pussy is just shriveled up. So I do not understand why someone would write that. And so what I wrote back to him is, you have terrible manners, and upon inspection, the pussy is still looking fine. LOL. Class up. So that goes along with what we're talking about here as far as YouTube goes. You know, I'm never going to block you for saying something complimentary, but if you're going to say something nasty for no reason, the hell with you. That's what I say. Anyway, and then, so another guy, when we were talking about keeping the spark in a relationship, said fuck daily, which I don't know why he would think that would be keeping the spark is just fucking daily. He kind of missed the point, I guess, or this is just his way of being cool. Savannah said, great job in social and psychological issues. Definitely I'm tired of the penis conversations. She made a little trumpet, but I'm sure that's what people are fixating with him. People is fixated with him. Thank you, Savannah. I agree. It was nice. And then in regards to Siddhartha, this is the guy that said that washed up old women are trying to deduce horny scum, sums up Americ cunts. Siddhartha then said, Karen Potter, on a serious note, you are extremely hot and your boyfriend is one lucky man and I can die. And then since I replied, I can die peacefully now. So you wonder, like, what's going on with Siddhartha there? Siddhartha had some negative comments to say, and then he turns around and said that he can die peacefully. Then Brian asked, what's more important, a multiple orgasm or a mental hookup? Brian, I think they're two totally different entities. I wouldn't be able to answer that, but I was hoping some of the people in YouTube would answer that one. And then let's see. Okay. Where were we? Back to you guys. You need to do more yoga, Hurt Locker? Okay. King Art saying, I understand what you're saying. YouTube is great. Hey, I'm at work, but I watched the play of this video. Take care. Oh, okay. Some people have to go. Some guys will fake progress. Promises, I mean. Oh, okay. We don't want any faker no matter what it is. Oh, para means bitch. Okay, so somebody's called me a bitch in Spanish. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to try to get these Instagram people on here. Here we go. Let's see. We're going to... There we go. Okay. The modern technological world. I'm trying all kinds of new things here. May. I learned my lessons. I stay away from those big egos. Oh, look at this. Good. That means you're not faking any orgasms anymore, right? Good. Let's see. Sometimes it takes me longer to come during sex. So, David, focus on her then. That's what I always say, if it's taking you a little bit longer. And also, maybe one of the reasons it might be taking you longer is because you are watching too much porn, and it makes you go faster. And that's my guess. Milfman, I understand what you're saying, May, because guys do have egos when it comes to sex. For me, I look at every woman is different, so what might get one woman off may get the next one, may not get the next one off. Milfman is absolutely correct. And that's the reason I don't think it's a good idea to fake an orgasm. Never fake an orgasm. Ari, Weasel, if she faked it with you, it means you suck in bed and she wanted to get it over with. Whoa, Ari. Jib jab. Let's see. Andek, can I suck your perfect toes? Okay. I knew there was a reason I went back on Instagram. Let's see. Oh, Milfman, May is saying you're an enlightened guy. Ari, let's see. Hurt Locker, I remember this chick I'd sit with in high school and how her and another chick would talk about their experience with guys in bed. Okay. Let's see. Oh, David, you have been watching too much porn and drinking too much beer. So that could account for why you come quickly when you're watching porn, because it's you and you just want to get it over with quick, and that's why when you're actually having sex with someone, it takes a little bit longer. So you might want to readjust those things. It's up to you. Hi. Hey, Ari. James, are you married? James, I'm in a long-term committed relationship, but I'm not married. How come you never post pics of your feet? I don't know, Andek. Basically because I'm not, I think my face is prettier than my feet. How blare you? I assume cougars think compliments work. I compliment women as soon as I meet them, and then I ask for her number. No, how blare you? Compliments are not necessarily going to work. I think there's a lot of better... Oh, hi, Pink Harley Q. Pink Harley Q and I have been going back and forth in stories about what works and what doesn't. And one of the things we talked about is what should you compliment an older woman on? And compliments do work at times, but I much rather have a good conversation about something and have someone show interest in me as a person before saying superficial compliments. That's just me. Let's see. Where were we? Hello from Brazil. Cool. Okay. I'm sorry, these things are happening too fast. Okay. Some of these guys are crazy with these questions. Right. So, okay, so today I thought I'd share with you, I went to a Latin concert last night, and the Latin music was very sexy, and I just thought, oh, well, why don't I share some of the stuff? Why don't I share some of the stuff that are my favorite things with you and find out what are your favorite things? What are your favorite types of concerts to see? Mine are alternative rock or old school rock, but I guess I'm just basically a rocker. Harley Q, what's your favorite kind of music? Alexa Costa from Argentina. Thank you, O'Brien. Let's see. Okay. Rose, is it a girl or a guy? Siri. Fucking what? Okay. I'm lost, but okay. Anyway, what are your favorite things to do on as far as going to concerts? Because I love concerts. I love comedy. I love going to live improv shows. And Deck, what's your favorite aspect in a guy? When he makes me feel special. So do women still get into romance and passion, Billy? Absolutely. Absolutely we get into romance, but we also like the sexiness and the mystery. So it's kind of hard. We're doing both. Let's see. Wild Weasel. Comments like that are why men turn to MGTOW, and I'm learning a lot about MGTOW. So MGTOW is that guy that I was talking to you guys about recently that I was really disgusted by. Or it's the what does it mean again? Wild Weasel, like I don't know, men. It's like it's a way that men empower themselves, but it seemed to me it was very misogynistic, and I hated the idea that there's a group of guys that are promoting being hateful towards women, especially people that are young and impressionable should not learn from that. So I have a feeling, Wild Weasel, that you're young and impressionable, and I'd much rather have you learn from the guys here on YouTube than from MGTOW. Right, May. MGTOW are guys who hate women. I don't hate men. And that's another thing, Wild Weasel. You've never heard me say anything negative about men, other than they can be obnoxious as far as what they say. But I love men, and I think that MGTOW is telling men not to love women. Let's see. Okay. Knowing that women talk is the reason why I always ask what a woman likes sexually, because every woman is different, and if I get her off, it means she will be more freakier, better sex with me. Yeah, exactly. So, MILFman, it is interesting to hear other women talk about what they like and what they don't like, and that's kind of a great way. If you're a guy and you're in a group of girls and you ask them, you're going to be the most popular guy at the ball. May. Men who ask questions of women are the ones who will learn faster and become more emotionally mature. Right on. Bowman, I'm not MGTOW and I don't hate women. I love women and I have sex with them. Thank you for sharing. I'm glad to hear that, because I think most of the guys here are like you. Right. Men go their own way. Oh, that's what MGTOW is, men going their own way. Yeah, well, they better go towards a different way, because they're going to find themselves very lonely with those attitudes. It's that whole thing that I was watching with this guy, the Sandman, and I don't even know why I guess I'm repeating who he is just so you guys can check him out and let me know what you think. I thought he was disgusting and despicable. May, as long as the questions aren't weird. Yeah, you don't want to go really, I wouldn't go really, I made my date, but I wouldn't go right for how does your clit respond to this? You have to kind of be very subtle at the questions you're asking, but you'll be surprised how one of the girls will start getting really down and dirty, and then the rest will join in. Well, what word MILF mean? Oh, Hamzi, mothers I love to fuck, or something like that. It came from the American Pie movie. Randy, I made your day brighter. Great. Will I ever come to Italy? I certainly hope so, Canone. Should I talk about politics on a first date? No. Talk about things that are important, like what her passions are, or what her interests are, or who's in her family. How does she get along with her family? What kind of things does she enjoy doing? Like, does she enjoy music or comedy or art or theater? Those kind of things. How Blair you? There are 3 things you never discuss, and one of them is politics, and the other is religion. I bet. Rose and May, what's the weirdest thing a guy has asked you? Good question there, Hurt Locker, because you certainly know though. I've had some weird ass questions. Let's see. Am I single? No, we already discussed it. Okay. I'm going to draw you. Oh, you're an artist, and tag me in it. I hope you'll like it. I'm sure I'll like it as long as it's not overly sexualized. Can I shake? Okay. May said, he asked, can I shake my booty like Beyonce? That's the weirdest thing? Oh, man. May. Hurt Locker is saying, yes, it is religion because it's a never-ending argument. Can I shake in politics because it gets weird? And the Great Pumpkin. The Great Pumpkin. Don't ever talk about the Great Pumpkin. Let's see. The essential is invisible to the eyes. Woo, very deep, Alexa. May. He'd obviously been watching too many rap videos. Black guys get the novelty fetish guys. Okay, not sure what that means. That's the problem with the live chat. There's so many different conversations going on. Oh, we're talking about can I shake my booty like Beyonce? Do you do shout-outs? Yes, I do shout-outs, especially if someone joins my Patreon. I will do happy dances. Patreon, you go to is for as little as $1. You could support me. I will shout you out. I will message you. You get access to photos and videos. Patreon.com/KarenLee. I'll put it right here on Instagram. Patreon.com. And you guys already know that it's KarenLee now. It's not KarenLee Potter. If you want to join my Patreon page. Let's see. Yep. Been to too many strip clubs. This guy that May was talking to. Novelty fetish guys, please explain. Lauren H. Lauren, are you a woman? If you are, yay. We welcome women here because we have a lot of men that are in this chat, and I'd love to hear from more women these days. Although, like I said before, I happen to love men. Did you know that? Let's see. What penis size do you prefer? Fuzzy. I normally bring out my old pet cock Willie, but I don't have it. It's in LA. But if I had it, I'd bring it out. Fuzzy, please go to my please go to some of my videos prior to this. You will hear from everybody about what I think about size. Okay. Thank you, Big Boat. B-Boat? Wild Weasel. I recently saw a MGTOW video where a man described how a woman, a girlfriend or wife, used him for money, basically trading sex for money. She was never wrong about anything, and it was all about her. Okay, so Wild Weasel. The reason, that's exactly why I don't like MGTOW, because, of course, you're going to find women that treat guys like shit. Of course, you're going to find guys that are going to be gold diggers and use the guy for money and then dump him. Of course, you're going to find girls that are going to trade sex for money. But that's not the majority of the girls. The majority of the girls, or I should say, even if it is, find the minority. Find the girl who isn't all about her looks and trying to get something off of you. Find the good person. It's your fault for going after the wrong person, and it's not all women's fault. So don't blame it on all women, MGTOW. I would love to have a conversation with this MGTOW guy. I mean, what's his name, Sandman or whatever. He is so chicken, he won't put his face on the video. He just puts pictures, not of people, just of like random cartoons. Hi, Paul and CKA85. I had a friend ask me if I would give her a spanking. I never did it. When she asked me, a mutual friend's 13-year-old daughter was standing immediately behind her. Kind of funny. That is embarrassing. May, how's that bad? Let's see. Fozzie, I know you don't care about penis size and that it's the motion of the ocean, but would you rather have a 10-inch penis or a 6-inch penis? Just tell us. Okay, Fozzie, I'll just tell you. I'll take that 6-inch any day of the week, okay? That 10-inch thing that men think that women fantasize about, and I've had people say you're lying to me and all this other stuff. That is bullshit, okay? No woman is going to have a vagina that's going to be willing to accept that, and it's going to be, and I've heard from guys that have those large penises that it is really hard because women get hurt. I knew some guy who put someone in the hospital, and you have to be very, very careful when you're entering, and it's certain positions you can't even do, let alone anal. So no 10 inches for me. Does that answer your question? I knew I was going to go on a rant and okay. Seems like men and women are so far apart these days. Both sex seems to only think what's in it for me attitude. No, Billy, that's just you're listening to these MGTOW people, and I hope you didn't get that from me. And since you've been a regular here, I would think you know better than to think that I think that. Okay? It's not what's in it for me. It's what we can do for each other. It's not what your country could do for you. It's what you can do for your country. That sounds like John F. Kennedy. Does that help you, Fozzie? Do you believe me? See, Lauren, we're so happy to have a girl here. Ari saying, hi, Lauren. Wild Weasel. MGTOW is more about being free from all negative aspects of being used by a woman in many different ways and less about women hating men. At least that's what I thought about the video. Then why do you come up with those negging things if that's all you got out of it? Okay, I don't think you need to have a MGTOW, a group of, I think 900,000 subscribers to this guy, Sandman. You don't need that if you're staying away from these women. That's all you have to do. It is super simple. You got a woman who you clearly think is using you, and you see those red flags. If you've got this freaking girl that's like magnificent looking, and you have never had someone pay attention to you before that was that great looking, and all she's talking about, and maybe all she's doing verbally and non-verbally, is looking around the room or looking at the type of shoes you're wearing to see if you're wealthy. Pay attention to those red flags. I know a lot of guys that just go after these fabulous looking women because they're like, oh, I can get a 9 or a 10. But the 9 or a 10 are usually the ones who have not developed a personality, and they treat guys like shit sometimes because they can. So I'm not saying all beautiful women suck. I'm just saying that a lot of the time that women use men, it's a few bad apples that spoil the whole damn bunch. And just don't go after a woman for her looks. Go after something deeper. That's why stay away from compliments and go more in terms of getting to know the person and listening. That's the biggest sexual turn on for me, is when a guy listens. Actually asks a question and waits for the response. That's really a big turn on sexually. I'm on, haha, Mr. Paul Sanders, that's really funny. Okay. So I know you want to defend this MGTOW, and I'm sure that there's ways that people do defend him, but it's mostly these guys that are on there that have been hurt and they've been divorced and they went through bad marriages. But there's always two sides to that story, so just remember that. Wild Weasel. I hope that this is helping you and you're not just, listening with, with you rolling your eyes or whatever. Karen, what's this saying here? I have a serious question. KarenLee Perkins, if this is a sex talk, why do you avoid some sex questions when it's pertaining to you? Serious question. Sometimes there's personal things that I just don't want to divulge. That doesn't mean that I can't speak about sex or talk to you about things that people have told me or learned over the years. It means that maybe there's some things that I do like to keep private between me and my boyfriend. But I do answer a lot of questions in a lot more detail than most women would. I guarantee you that. A lot of women are like, how could you possibly go on YouTube and tell the world your thoughts about all these things? And You know, I take a lot of shit and I just ignore it because I ignore all the negative crap. I do. I like to ignore negative and focus on. Yeah, I know it's called Sandman. I like to focus on positive stuff. It's first time for me to see you. So can you tell me what kind of business that you do? I don't know why it is that people need to know about business. What kind of business do I do? What do you? I'm a writer. I'm a YouTube host. I'm a podcast host. I'm a video editor. I do coaching. Does that answer your question? It's like almost like weird that I get that question from time to time. One more thing, I don't do inappropriate drawings. Thank you. All right. Oh my God, I'm going way over time today. I don't know. This is probably going to end up only on my Patreon page. So if you are watching this right now and just tuned in and want to see the beginning, go to Patreon. Patreon.com. I always put it over here. Patreon.com/KarenLee. And you'll see me do a nice dance. By the way, if you're at a desktop and you want to super chat me, you can do that here right now. There's a little $sign at the bottom here. It's a way to support me and get me to spend my time doing this. Like this other guy keeps asking me, what do you do? This is what I do. This is literally what I do. Finally, the answer, Fozzie. Lauren H. came to YouTube looking for insight into a recent fetish experience. Heard this channel was great for this discussion. Yeah, Lauren, let's hear about the fetishes. We absolutely would like to hear it. Hurt Lock, I'd rather not worry about my size because I'll be worried about satisfying her. Yeah, do not worry about your size. It literally is it's a very small part of sex. There are so many things you can do if you are smaller, and a lot of times smaller is better because you can reach spots on the G-spot and the clit that you can't reach when you get a really big dick. Let's see. Billy, doesn't seem a lot of compromise in relationships any longer. Billy, don't generalize. Find the person that does compromise. It only takes one good person. And if you're a good person, don't you think you could find somebody that's similar to you? It shouldn't be that hard. You know, I found someone who cares deeply about me and who I love deeply. And we do think about each other's feelings and we do care about each other and we're not using each other. So why can't anybody else find that? Hurtlacker. Lauren H., you've come to the right place. That's right. You have definitely come to the right place. Wild Weasel, there is more than one YouTuber doing a video on MGTOW. I didn't watch Sandman, at least not yet. Oh, check them out. Wild Weasel, you went for a treat there. Wild Weasel, how old are you? I'm just trying to help you through a very bad life of negativity. MGTOW will teach guys to neg girls. That's right. And they think women should be kept in their place and not really a forward-thinking approach in 2017. Yes, May, that's what I think as well. I cannot tolerate the amount of men that come on YouTube that try to profess knowledge about how to get a woman, and it's basically a way to degrade women. It's just horrible, and I really, really, really wish if anything you can learn from being here is that I don't go for that. And thank you for all the hearts and love on Instagram and all the likes here on YouTube. I really, really, really appreciate it. So don't forget to like this and join me on Patreon. Eric is listening, waiting for the fetish. Bryson, yeah, let's hear the fetishes. If you end up with a woman who is like that, then your girl picker is off. Thank you, Bryson. MGTOW teaches guys it's okay to rape women, and that means no means yes. It's awful. Oh, God, I hate this MGTOW. Oh, my God. Okay. CKA85, he has 86,000 subscribers that I never even heard of him, and I thought he was a wrestler or the guy in the comic book. Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's a frightening thing that look at, not to talk politics, but we did elect Donald Trump, who said it's okay to grab women by the pussy. Just saying. Alexis, I would like to share. It's from a movie, to see a world, things dangerous to come, to see behind walls, to draw closer, to find each other, and to feel that is the purpose of life. Oh, that's very sweet. Hi from the UK. Hello. Billy, hi. Okay, gotta go. Have a great day to you. Sniper Kid, follow me on Patreon and I will follow you. Okay, we're really getting into it today. Let's see. She's being a brat, then I'm done being friendly. Equality is great. That's the way I roll. Okay. Anything over 7 inches is too big for Ari. See, there you go. Ari and May, let's ease the guy's mind that 10-inch dick is really nothing to strive for. And Amen says, I agree with you. Amen, are you a woman? If you are, yay. Lauren, what was the weirdest fetish or interest you have experienced? How do you react when you're not quite sure what they like and how they would like it? Oh, okay, there's Lauren asking about the weirdest fetish or interest that you have experienced. Well, it's hard to say what the weirdest one I personally have experienced compared to what I've heard about from other people on this chat. And if you come here frequently, you'll hear it. And I've done videos and live streams with people talking about the weirdest. But if you really want to know the weirdest fetish that I have experienced, I had a guy. You know, I get guys asking for my personal belongings all the time. I've had a guy ask me for my panties numerous times. I've had requests for worn out house slippers, worn out thongs, what else? Any item of clothing. Okay, but the weirdest fetish, and if I can emphasize weird enough, this guy wanted me to go to a hotel room, make some scat caviar and champagne nectar, which is basically shit and piss in the toilet, and leave the hotel room, and then he would come in there and he would eat and drink what I just disposed of in the toilet, and he would pay me like $3,000. And what I found is I'm not even sure if that guy is legit or he just wants to see someone's reaction, because it seems like he cut and pasted the email to a lot of different people, and he gets off on seeing people react to that. So I guess that would be the weirdest. What about you, Lauren? And why are you concerned with fetishes? I think fetishes are basically preferences, and as long as 2 people are into it, I see no problem with any fetish. I think of a fetish as just a different type of sexual experience, and I believe everybody should have whatever sexual experience is good for them. The fetishes are kind of triggered when you see it happen and you have an interest in it, but what did you have in mind, Lauren? There's Hurt Locker is answering you. I have a big ass fetish by licking it, so that's cool. What's wrong with that? The same chick that I mentioned earlier said she wanted it big because she can't feel a 6-inch. Well, I mean, that's the thing is, like, you know, it really is about the fit of the couple. And if she's got a very, like, you know, wide vagina, maybe, or maybe a very long vaginal canal, maybe she needs a bigger dick, but she can do fine with 6 inches. Trust me. Yeah. And May saying, I agree with Rose, too large a penis can be very painful. Is that the reason for this big penis craving? I don't think there is a big penis craving. I think it's men thinking that because porn shows different angles, and I've talked to male porn stars about this, porn shows a different angle, that means somehow or another that women are into that. No, porn is for men. Mostly that's who consumes porn. So that's why you can't be concerned with what they're presenting there is what women like. They're just presenting what men think women like because men are very visual, but it is not the case. Lauren, my partner's fetish is a balloon fetish. He likes popping them in different positions. It seems different, interesting, and I wasn't quite sure if it was enjoyed or if I was doing it right. Oh, that's a new one. I think it's cool. It's not going to hurt anybody. If you enjoy it together and it's interesting, why not? I think it's good that he's trying stuff and he's being open with you about what he likes. That's cool. Hurt Locker doesn't. Do you like vanilla sex or not? Lauren, I stick to vanilla sex until the other person is willing to open up and talk about fantasies in some depth. That's Ari talking to you, Lauren. Let's see. The balloon fetish. Okay. May, I've heard the balloon fetish. You've heard of it. BBC did a program on it. Well, maybe that's where he heard of it, and maybe it turned him on. I had a guy say that he got turned. I mean, there's a lot of people that are turned on by feet. Lots of turned on by feet. I had a guy just now to ask me why I'm not showing my feet. Did you read Ari, have you read the Beauty series by Anne Rice? If not, read it. Ari saying Lunars are way out there with the diapers and gas mask crowds. Yeah, there's a lot of lunars out there, I guess. And so obviously it's not the end of the world. Let's see. It doesn't hurt people, and as long as Paul is saying that fetishes are good as long as they don't hurt people and it's consensual, go for it. I agree. Paul, thanks for the recommendation. I don't have a lot of time for fiction reading. Ari's saying, I literally heard the chick I know say she wants the big one. Hurt Locker, it's okay if you heard that, and it's just one person's viewpoint. And as you can see, even on this small amount of women that are here, there's 3 of us. Oh, you're not into feet. Cool. There's 3 of us here, 3 women, and you count as 4. Our balloon lady. Lauren, what do you think about big dicks? So you can add to the conversation here that the women are saying that 10 inches is not a fantasy. What is my fantasy? It changes on a daily basis. I literally heard a chick I know. Okay, I'm going longer today, and I'm not quite sure why, but I figured, what the heck, we're having fun. I've seen 4 different new people just join the chat in the last 20 minutes. That's cool. I'm growing. Yay. I guess it must not be that rare if there was a program on it. That's right, Lauren. There's nothing that, and even if it is rare, who cares? It's between you two. If you are into it, or if he's into it, and you want to make him happy, and it doesn't particularly make you disgusted or whatever, then try it. Who cares? I mean, as long as you're comfortable with it. It has to be, both of you. You're from Russia, Alex. Welcome. And Mace is saying, yes, some girls are size queen, but I don't think they're the majority of people. Lauren, nope, it was just that interesting. Okay. Anyway, I am going way overboard here. Not overboard, but over time. So, I'm almost going on an hour. So I'll let this go for the next 7 minutes. And after that, I'm going to say goodbye. And hopefully I'll be able to see you guys tomorrow. If I'm not here, it's because I have my boyfriend coming in town. And so I'll be spending some time with him and other people over the weekend. Hopefully I'll be getting a ticket maybe to Lollapalooza. I know that we're doing a lot of touristy things in Chicago, so I don't know that I'll be able to be on these live streams. So again, if you want to have more direct contact with me, I will answer any of your questions. Lauren, I answer questions about everything. Message back and forth on Patreon. I will give everybody a shout out on Patreon of the little happy dance when I get a new patron. And that is in the description box below, patreon.com/KarenLee. I would love to have you guys all join me there. Let's see. May is saying, Lauren, it's all good. Try something once as long as it's fun and not painful. And then again, there's those people that think a little pain is good too. So I feel the same way you do, May, but you never know. I never want to yuck someone's yum. Hi, the milkman. Let's see. How often do you do these live shows? Lauren, I do every day at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And if you subscribe on YouTube, you could turn on your notifications bell, and then you'll be notified every time I go live. And we'd love to have more women come on this. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your lovers. Come on this. I've had a lot of guys and that found it here and bring their girlfriends on, and vice versa. So I'm also on Instagram Live right now. I'm also on Facebook Live, although that seemed to have not been as big of a draw today because I don't think the Facebook crew is into this live streaming as Instagram and YouTube is, and I'm not 100% sure why. So turn on your notifications on Instagram, and I will definitely, and won't miss any of these live streams. Alex saying, Hurt Locker, I'm a bear. Okay, so Alex is obviously, are you gay or straight or something in between? Hurt Locker, hey Rose, may stay after the live stream is over. You guys are so cute. Amen. Have a great day with your boyfriend, Karen. Thank you, amen. May, sorry, hi, can't stay. It's nearly 6 p.m. in UK, and I gotta run. Hope to be in the next chat. Yeah, I really, really appreciate everyone that's coming on these live streams. And anytime you want to join in, please do. I really, really, really couldn't do it without you guys, and especially the regulars here who have been on Karen Lee's crew for a while. I appreciate all your input. I'm really, really glad that people that are sex positive, women positive, not negging and all the other shit that this MGTOW is talking about. And yep, almost every day, usually starting at noon Eastern Standard Time, Ari is saying. So yep, this is my YouTube channel, and hope you guys, and I think, by the way, if you want to learn more about fetishes, I've done quite a few on my podcast. I have not done quite a few fetishes, but I've interviewed people with fetishes, some really extreme fetishes, in S&M Club, bouncers and comedians. So here we go. I'm going to put it right here. It's Sex Talk with my mom. It's a podcast. If you go to iTunes, search there, leave a rating and review if you like it. I think you'll really, really like it. I also have a YouTube channel called Sex Talk with My Mom, but really the main focus of our discussions are to open up the dialogue between parents and family members about everything about sex and relationships. Let's see. Yeah, Hurt Locker, it started at 2 earlier this past year because I was in LA, and since I moved, I had to switch it to later. Lauren, thanks for the advice. I'll be back in the next one. Yay! And let me know how and you'll let us know how the balloon play went. I would love to hear how the balloon play goes. I want graphic details, maybe something to explore more in depth on a future show. I would love to hear it. Okay. Let's see. Lauren, when you bring it up, we will talk about it. Okay. Anyway, that's it, folks. I know I said I'd go the full hour today, and I will. But I just want to say thanks again for watching and for participating and for joining me on Patreon. And if you want to super chat me, there's a little button at the very bottom of the screen with a $sign. You could super chat me, and that means you're supporting me, and I give you shout outs. Okay. That's it for now, guys. I got to run. If you want to stay longer and the chat is open, you guys can chat. I love you all. And like I said, I'm available 24/7 pretty much on Patreon if you want to join me there. It's pinned to my Instagram here. It's just patreon.com/KarenLee. Have a great day to MILFman. And we will talk to all of you guys, hopefully, in the next day or so. If I miss you guys, it's only because I'm busy. All right. Bye-bye.